guys, I'm back to a video. Sorry if the lighting in this video is not the best. I'm recording this in a bit later than usual, but let's get into it because I don't want this video to be too long because I need to record another video right after it. Jedi Fallen Order 2, 5 things that need to be in the 5 things the sequel needs to be even better. This is a video made by Bombastic, like a year ago. I just want to react to it because if you did not know, I've been trying to hype up like a Star Wars The Skywalker Saga by reacting to videos about it and talking about it and stuff and giving you little updates. Well, I really no one watches me, so don't worry part. But yeah, I'm just really excited for this game. But also for the second game, I'm also excited about. Second Star Wars game I'm excited about is Jedi Fallen Order 2, and then I guess there's Star Wars Battlefront 3. I guess I really want that game to come out. Like everyone wants that game to come out. I'm like EA's gonna do that eventually. We all know that. Like, come on, they're throwing money away doing not building that game up and like doing it and like EA Play next year. Cause Star Wars is coming out. Hopefully, lost Star Wars coming at EA Play next year. But whatever. Anyway, 5 things need to be in the sequel is to be better. I just want to react to this, build up Jedi Fallen Order 2.
So it's been a while now that Jedi Fallen Order 2, or the sequel to Jedi Fallen Order, whatever that's going to be called, is currently in development at Respawn. An EA earnings call from a few months ago revealed that Jedi Fallen Order was the start of a new franchise, meaning there'll be more games in this series. And Respawn were also hiring staff for their...
There might actually be one more game. There could be like 2 or 3 more games. And like I'm going to play all of them because the first game I loved. So yeah.
In-house Star Wars team, more game devs to work on a new up-and-coming Star Wars game. And based on the commercial success of Jedi Fallen Order outselling EA's expectations of this game, and also the way the story ended, it seems very likely they'll be making Jedi Fallen Order 2. So with all that in mind, I wanted to take a look at what Jedi Fallen Order 2 needs. This list will include things I think Fallen Order could have done better, some things that I think need changing, and because of Jedi Fallen Order's somewhat open ending, where is the story going to go, and what needs to be included for it to once again be memorable?
By the way, just because like we had like Vader at the end of the movie and the cutscene just played there in the footage, like, does Vader, like, can Vader interact with water? Like, can he? Because I wouldn't be surprised if he couldn't. Because I feel like droids might like malfunction in water. Maybe they don't, but it's probably like special underwater droids. But I don't feel like Vader can really take the water very well, so that's why he was holding it back with the Force, kind of. I just got a thing. I'm just probably lore on that. It's definitely confirmed somewhere, but I just don't know because I'm not that big of a nerd.
How the gameplay needs to evolve, including combat and map exploration, and also more cosmetic and story elements. A lot of
Cal has a lot of ponchos.
Laid in Jedi Fallen Order that will surely evolve. And in a lot of ways, I think Jedi Fallen Order felt like the first game in a series. It felt kind of like a setup game, introducing new mechanics, the world, a solid lightsaber combat system, and Cal's world traversal. But a lot of this needs to evolve so that it's not just more of the same in the second game. So here we go. Hey everyone, it's Andrew.
I'm really hoping that wait, what was that? That intro so weird, Bombastic. What the hell? I actually did react to one of his videos before about like Star Wars Saga, but like go watch that, yeah. But like, what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something, and then like, Bombastic's weird intro interrupted me. I don't know what I was gonna say.
Something I know a lot of people have been asking about and wanting in Jedi Fallen Order that definitely needs to be included in the second game is more outfit customization for Cal. Although the ponchos in Jedi Fallen Order are cool, and I love the fact that we have to actually collect them as we make our way through the world,
it's 47 skill points,
options to change Cal's appearance. There's been lots of mods created for Fallen Order.
I can't get them because I don't have a PC.
Different outfits and accessories, and it's this kind of customization we need to see included in Fallen Order. I want to be able to play as a Jedi that looks the way I want them to look. I want options for Jedi robes, different colors, for more outfits we find on planets throughout the galaxy, inspired by each of these planets and their inhabitants. At the moment, Fallen Order only has 22 ponchos and 5 different outfit appearances that Cal wears under his vest. So there's basically only 2 different ways you can dress as Cal, either with the poncho or no poncho. I'm honestly happy with the amount of BD1 gun customization and also the amount of paint jobs we have to select for the Stinger Mantis, but I think everyone can agree that Cal himself needs more options to create our own unique Jedi experience. And if you haven't checked out any of these mods and you own Jedi Fallen Order on PC, I'd really recommend it. I've covered lots of the modded outfits in my Jedi Fallen Order mod videos.
Again, I can't freaking play them.
And I'm also curious if the decision to give Cal only several poncho and outfit designs has something to do with Star Wars canon and continuity. Is it something to do with Cal's mysterious gloved hand and the fact he's always wearing a glove, which is never really explained why? Did the writers at Lucasfilm feel Cal wouldn't wear Jedi robes, seeing as though he's a Jedi in hiding on the run after Order 66? That'd make sense in terms of staying in universe, but it's less fun for players. So something I think most players would agree at first was incredible, but then a little disappointing, was the dual-wield lightsabers. When unlocking these in the game after Cal retrieves another Kyber crystal on Ilum, I think we can all agree this was one of the...
Ilum is pretty cool. Like, they go to a lot of actually different planets. Like, they go to Zepho, which is kind of like a new kind of different type of planet. I can't really describe it, but it's a pretty cool planet. You know, Kashyyyk, like a forest planet, I guess. Dathomir, I guess you could, like, guess kind of desert. Ilum, like, you know, ice planet. You know, you kind of have all the main types of planets.
Best moments in the entire campaign. Seeing him separate his lightsaber into two, amazing. But I know a lot of people were slightly disappointed that there's no option to actually use the dual-wield saber.
Yeah, you can only be like a regular Jedi, or it can only be like Darth Maul.
That triggers Cal to separate the saber. You can't run around with the dual sabers out and drawn. It's either a single-bladed lightsaber, a double blade, and the dual wield just when Cal is attacking. I think to help evolve the fighting mechanics and combat for the next Jedi Fallen Order game, dual wield should be another option for lightsaber style and technique. Cal is improving his lightsaber skills as time goes on, so this would make sense as the next evolution in his training.
Yeah, he like bet the second sister at the end of the game. I hope that the game actually took place in like a long amount of time, right? Is that a thing? Like, by like a period of a few months. It's only 5 years after Revenge of the Sith as well. I thought it was like longer, but no, it's actually like not that long after Revenge of the Sith.
Or a Jedi Fallen Order 2. Make it feel different to this game here. And speaking of lightsaber technique, I really love the Jedi Fallen Order's combat system. I think it flows really nicely, and you're capable of being fully in control of Cal's movements once you practice and get a bit more advanced with it. But that said, it is still rather basic. Cal only really has a few standard attacks, and then also several combo moves to unlock through the skill tree as you play the game. I'd like to see...
It's going backwards. Oh yeah, why is it going backwards? I don't know. It's going backwards probably because it's a pain to turn around. Oh yeah. I live in a farm, guys. But going to AG Fun for more that kind of content like vlogs and stuff. But like, these aren't vlogs. They're like reaction videos and stuff and like that. Yeah. Oh. Wow. Okay.
Be more variety in this for the next Jedi Fallen Order. More moves to unlock on the skill tree. If Cal is the main character you play as in Jedi Fallen Order 2, it'd be a real shame if for some reason they stripped back all of Cal's abilities and you had to go about unlocking them all again. I really dislike it when video games do this, and I don't think this is the route they'll take, but I do think having a new skill tree with all new lightsaber attacks and abilities, and force abilities too, would be the correct way to go. You'd have to progress and unlock new abilities and evolve Cal's skills even further in the next game. How about more takedowns that we can unlock? There are really only several takedowns that get triggered in combat. I want more of this that we can actually manually perform. And also a more advanced dual wield skill tree branch, unlocking more combos and attacks for the dual wield sabers. Even more single and double bladed attacks would also be most welcome. One idea I had a while back was to give players a few options for Cal's lightsaber form, giving him different movements and attacks based on the form you choose. Yeah,
I wouldn't mind that. That's a pretty cool idea. I don't know if we'll really be that bothered. I think I just like having like the different kinds of lightsabers and different colors of lightsabers. I won't be too bothered on that, like how he kills the enemies. Like I never thought about that. I kind of forgot that he said this in this video because I've watched it before. But that's kind of
to
cool.
the game,
And,
it would definitely make things unique to the player, and you could evolve each lightsaber form and switch between them as you play through the story. Jedi Academy had a similar system back in the early 2000s, giving you different lightsaber stances to choose from, and also single,
Look at
double-bladed,
almost
and
little
dual-wield
sabers.
blade, along with light attacks, heavy attacks, and a bunch of other options. This is the style of lightsaber combat I think Jedi Fallen Order can continue to learn from. Single, double, and dual-wield stances, and more variety in attacks. Just more variety. Just we need more of everything. Go all out. Cal is like the hybrid lightsaber wielder, using multiple techniques and lightsabers. Next up, I want to talk a bit about where Jedi Fallen Order story is going, and something I think Jedi Fallen Order 2 needs more of. Cameos. Jedi Fallen Order had Saw Gerrera, we saw Tarful, we got Darth Vader at the end of the game, and a bunch of other references to characters like Mother Talzin, Obi-Wan, Yoda, but...
You had a lot of them, to be fair. Like, you know, I know Star Wars is pretty stupid, and like you can kind of just run into any character, but like still, like, I think it's enough references, like, of course, the new, and you want more of the new game, but, like, I don't want the same ones, like, trade out all the ones that we had in this game for, like, new ones, like Darth Maul. I think he speaks about that in the later game, but, like, okay, what about the holocron? You don't really run into Obi-Wan, just kind of, like, see him and stuff, and conversations about, say, oh my god, Yoda, blah. Yeah, I mean, wasn't that coincidental that you ran into Darth Vader. You were at like one of the main fortresses of the Empire when they actually turned the Inquisitors evil or something. So it's not a very big surprise that Vader was there, I guess. So whatever.
I think so many of us are curious about how Cal's journey fits into the larger Star Wars timeline, and possibly even affects what else is going on in the galaxy at the same time. Yoda at this time is most likely on Dagobah, so what if Cal goes there for a visit, just like Luke did in Empire? This series needs to eventually explain why Cal isn't in the original trilogy. What happens to him? In the original trilogy, of course, Yoda says that Luke and Leia are the
It was very weird having Cal running around the original
trilogy. Where is
trilogy.
Cal during this? So maybe an encounter with Yoda or a visit to Yoda could be a really fitting story progression for Cal's post-Order 66 journey. And if not Yoda, it'd be really interesting to see Cal encounter more Jedi Masters in hiding. Could he even bump into Obi-Wan at some point?
He only met like
Obi-Wan is
one. Well, I guess he met Seer. So that's one. And then he met Taran Malicos, I guess, and yeah, I guess he met Taran Malicos. I was supposed to say Vader, but he's not a Jedi in hiding. I guess Taran Malicos was kind of, I'm just going to kind of it, and he was pretty cool. But like actual Jedi that haven't got red lightsabers or still have their lightsaber and not giving up on the Force, like Seer and Taran Malicos. Pretty cool to run an Obi-Wan.
supposed to be in hiding on Tatooine, looking over Luke's
What are you
growth.
talking
Let's
about
hope
right now?
the new up-and-coming Obi-Wan series.
Oh yeah,
covers
Obi-Wan
Obi-Wan's
series gonna have
journey
watch parties and
his
first
engagements
impressions
with
videos
Luke.
and that.
And what about some Star Wars Rebels characters like Kanan Jarrus and Ahsoka? I think a meeting with either of these characters would also be fitting. It's not really clear what the plot of Jedi Fallen Order will be yet, seeing as though at the end of Jedi Fallen Order story, Cal destroys the holocron containing the locations of all Force-sensitive children in the galaxy, saying their destinies should be trusted to the Force. So, where is this game going? Will Cal even be the main protagonist of the next game? Saw Gerrera could also make an appearance in this game, as I'm sure it'll be set before Rogue One. Perhaps the game will explore Saw's transition to Jedi. A lot of possibilities here. And in terms of villains, there are two particular villains I think could very likely be involved in Jedi Fallen Order 2. The first of those is Maul. Jedi Fallen Order is set in
Maul.
BB.
He's running around until Rebels, so like he's probably doing stuff in the Crimson Dawn, and maybe that's some of the villains, like Empire. Maybe the Crimson Dawn goes after Cal. Yeah.
Why 14 years before the Battle of Yavin? And Solo, a Star Wars story, is set roughly between 13 and 10 BBY, so only a year or so of difference between the two, meaning that Maul's timeline in the Black Sun criminal syndicate lines up with Cal's. This is before the Maul we see in Star Wars Rebels, before all of those events, so it's very possible Cal could somehow be involved in Maul's dealings, and perhaps come up against the former Sith Lord. Can you imagine that as a boss fight? I'm assuming Cal will still be on the run from the Inquisitors. We know that the Night Sister survived her encounter with Cal.
Well, it's not confirmed, but like I'd say she survived. You know, kind of like a same thing with Mace Windu, But like I feel like I should be able to. I say she probably landed in the water, or maybe she landed on a branch, but she probably like slowed her jump with the Force, right? She does have to. Yeah, she's a former Jedi, but like. Yeah, it's got like a Mother Waste Windu situation. He just got his hand chopped off and fell down like a big drop. But I guess with Mace Windu get his lightning to the face, but like it's fine. Like wasn't for that long.
Losing a hand in the process, so I'm sure she'll pop up at some stage. But there needs to be a new main villain, and if it's not another Inquisitor, it could likely be Maul.
I think she's a higher chance of surviving. Like she just got pushed. She already had her hand chopped off, so she was already like kind of used to it. Well, not used to it, but she like, oh whatever.
Another villain I'm still waiting to see.
She was expecting it more because I didn't think Mace was expecting Anakin to just chop off his hand. You know what I mean? Okay.
Only a few years after becoming Emperor, I think it'd be very fitting to see him in the game.
Execute Order 66.
Oh yeah, those are Easter eggs.
We have the Easter egg, the Order 66 Easter egg in Jedi Fallen Order, but that's the only...
Oh, TikTok. When the staff gets sick of managing. Why is it just recommending me run TikTok videos? I don't think Emperor is actually going to be in the game. Like, why? I mean, maybe just like in a hologram message or something. But like, Cal cannot get a go face-to-face against the Emperor. He's not going to survive. It's very unlikely. He got really, really lucky at surviving Vader. Like, seriously, man. Like, Disney has actually been hyping up Vader as one of like the strongest Force users ever. Like, not treating him very weakly. What's this? Oh, whatever. Very strong.
Palpatine appearance in the game. And whether or not Cal has an actual direct encounter with the Emperor, I don't think it really matters. The Emperor could just make an appearance as a background character overseeing the evolution of his new empire, which somehow affects Cal. But if Cal were to actually face the Emperor, perhaps Cal is captured and brought before the Emperor, who senses Cal's fear and past during Order 66, and just as he did with Luke, tries to convince Cal to turn to the dark side. That could be a really interesting story angle, and not sure how Cal would get out of that, but hopefully the Emperor makes an appearance in this game. So one thing that surprised me about Jedi Fallen Order, something I was a little disappointed about, was the amount of planets. Fallen Order has 7 planets in total.
Yeah, I sure
Dano, Zepho, Kashyyyk, Dathomir, Ilum, and then Bracca and Nur you can only visit once. However, I was a bit surprised as to how the game made you revisit the same planets multiple times during the story, and although I loved each and every planet in this game, both the pre-existing planets in Star Wars canon like Dathomir, Kashyyyk, and Ilum, and the new ones, I was still expecting there to be more.
I guess turn in the circular base. Like it's basically pretty much confirmed. It was everything but confirmed, to be honest. But yeah, it'd be pretty cool. Hopefully the game will be longer, so we can fit in more planets, like maybe closer to 30 or 40 hours instead of just 20 hours. It's harder to develop a first game. You have to think of the characters and like where it's going to be set and all that. But like it's the second game, we already have all the characters. We already have those things and like what they're doing. So it's not as difficult to create a second game. Like, duh.
Especially as the new planets were teased to you when you opened the galaxy map on the Stinger Mantis. I just figured there'd be way more. So hopefully the next game will feature more than just this many planets. Obviously they're not that simple to build, especially considering Jedi Fallen Order's Metroidvania level design, and it'll be interesting to see if you can revisit this game's planets in the next game. I think it's unlikely, and if so, perhaps only 1 or 2 of them, but they have to be different in some way and have a reason for you to return. The most likely planet I'd love to see you come back to is Bogano, just because of how little is known about this planet. As says in the story, it doesn't appear on any maps. It's a hidden planet, and there's something mystical about it I'd like to see further explored.
How did Seer find
other planets, though, Tatooine is one I'd love to see make an appearance in Fallen Order 2, one you can go and visit. There was some early concept art for a Jedi Fallen Order set on Tatooine, where Cal's going exploring this planet, so perhaps this is something they were considering early on. An encounter with Obi-Wan anyone would be a perfect reason to visit this planet. And if Cal's searching for more Jedi survivors, this could be a plot point, and obviously Tatooine has a deep history in Star Wars Origins, being the birthplace of Anakin and also where Luke grows up. Also, if you're interested in checking out more of this concept art, I made a video taking a look at lots of the early designs drawn up for this game. There's some pretty interesting stuff in there that kind of determined where they took Jedi Fallen Order and some of the decisions they made, so I'll link that in the top right corner. For me personally, and from what I've seen online, these are some of the main things Jedi Fallen Order sequel will need to expand and evolve the first game. But is there anything else you can think of that
Yeah, guys, anything else you can think of, leave it down in the comments below, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video, guys. If you did, smash that like button. That's pretty cool. I gave it all those things, you know, like it's pretty good. I want Maul, maybe 7th, 9th Sister, more planets, you know, more combat, more skins, you know, like a bigger story, some more cameos, loads of that. You know, like, actually, there was just a second video that he made. Yeah, I'll react to that at some point in the future. Maybe not in the near future, like another few months away. I don't know. Yeah, but whatever, guys, I'm real deal, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.